Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. As the Cards get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on. It's just me and you, buddy.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ready. 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. If you hop on.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's been a long day for you.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Everyone got 4 down.
Murray now on first down. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Hey, give me radar. 59 Mike. Check 59. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Johnson. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now, it's Johnson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Murray's pass intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Darius Slay.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. After one, it's 9-0. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
General West.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. This is Grant. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Under 10. Any weapons? Wide. Get wide. Check nickel. Check 9. 11. Real right. 22.
Throwing on third down. Stafford buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check your hot read. Check 31.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike's 40. I'm coming after you. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
On second and 12, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mike 40. I'm coming.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Play fake. Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up third down and 10.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Mike 51. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on. What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
70. Check 59. Mike Bravo. 59.
Stafford on first down. Fighting through pressure. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
32.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be third and 13.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Shift.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Omaha, remove. Christian, Travis. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's our field. White. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
On first and 10, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All you get is
To throw again, Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. 59! 59! Mike, 59!
Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get the first, the decision to run. We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go. Check 53. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
First down, Murray. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. The 40. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, 85 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now the Cardinals are going to go for two here.
Let's go.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
Brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. 6-man. Check curls, check curls.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
Here we go. 30 base. Look, 64.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good. So after that 4th down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
A loss of a yard.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
It's 4th down.
Get ready.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. So the 3 points there gets them a bit closer, but you can bet there's probably some guys on that sideline, Charles, thinking we deserve a better play.
No doubt, Brandon. Those 2 misses earlier kind of hanging over them right about now. In a tight one like this, if those are makes, then obviously this is a completely different game.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see with his offense. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 67 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondered what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Stafford on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Blue 60!
24-yard line.
I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80! 4 down.
12-3 your score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
At the Lions' 21-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Murray on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Set! Get a 20! Here I come!
And they will take a knee here.
Stafford on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Stafford on the keeper. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Ready! Blue 60! Rep!
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And they take a knee. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they have now gone for it on fourth 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Just like that.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Here we go. 15 on it. Double tight, guys, double tight. 40. Put it ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Tighten down.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee.
Here we go.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Johnson. Well, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On play action, it's Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. Hey, watch 6-6. Pull it hard.
To Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
Murray going to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd down, Murray. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 22. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. This side, baby. That's a baby side. That's the worst. That's the worst. Shit. Watch that. Check 50. Check 50.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Murray flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
That's another Cardinals
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Flush to his right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
David Johnson, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm going to run you over.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Once again, the Cardinals will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. Again, they'll throw with Murray. The quick slant caught. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. On 1st down, it's Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, 22! 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All day. Hey, Zoo. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go. Middle.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
On the return is Peterson. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Check four.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I got you.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really, the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
21.
Throwing again. Stafford steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check, 59. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
53, ready. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, echo. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go.
Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. If you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Slam, slam, slam. Like 7. Like 7. Hey, Delta. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike, check, check. Alert! You're not ready.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
That's going to be a long day.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Show it. Back.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day.
They'll run again with Blount. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?